Okay, so I will record a little bit of my previous stream, and just have this voice overlay explaining things over it. So, first of all, actually, let me play a little bit further. I will tell you about the class that I decided to use. So, right here, you can see I have the MP5 with the collapsible stock, 45 round mag, stippled, sleight of hand, and a compensator. The reason why I play like that is it's a pretty fast setup without really compromising in anything. The recoil is still fine. You still get quite a lot of ammo. Well, like, you do have a lot of ammo with 45 round mags. The secondary is a Battlenet-ID burst with biggest magazine and fully loaded, just for extra ammo. And it's one of the sidearms where I can easily take someone out in case I don't have any ammo in my MP5. For the perks, I use those perks that I would consider best, and the way I determine what is best is by looking at how much benefit it adds to me in terms of survivability and lethality. So basically, how many more kills will it get me, or how many less deaths will it get me? And in this case, for perk 1, EOD, it saves me the most deaths. Because everyone has a grenade, they're spammed like crazy. So not dying from those random grenades that fly all over the map, that's a huge benefit. A lot better than any other perk 1. I mean, quick fix might give you a little bit extra survivability, but I don't think it adds up to the same degree in the amount of deaths that were basically prevented due to it. For perk 2, I use restock. Restock, it just gives me unlimited stim shots and C4s. So basically it gives me a lot of survivability just for the stim shots, because I can use them, I can spam them, whether I really needed to or not. I can just basically do it preemptively, and it helps a lot. But also with the C4s, it adds lethality, so I would say it is probably the best perk in the game. And it's also better than all of the other perks. For Ghost, I mean, I really don't care about not showing up on the radar. I don't think it will save me many deaths, maybe some. There are some niche situations where it would, of course, save my life or make it easier, but it's nowhere close to restock. All of the other perks that there are, there's nothing. At least not in perk 2. In perk 3, I use shrapnel. That gives me a second C4 and 2 C4s, more lethality, basically. And funnily enough, if you get stunned, having 2 C4s probably helps you more than Battle Hardened, which is kind of stupid. But hey, that's how they apparently balance the game. Then I use stim shots just because it allows you to be a lot more aggressive, survive a lot more, and C4, it is pretty versatile if you're good at using it. You can mostly use it to check things, like check certain areas if there are any enemies. You can use it as a little bit of a preemptive strike, so to speak. You can clear rooms with it rather easy, and you give people a lot less time to react than with other grenades like Semtex or stuff like that. So there is clear benefits to using it. The only problem is if you want to throw it very far, you have to commit pretty hard in how you move to throw it. So if you get stuck in that motion, that sucks. But alright, let's go. So I forgo A just to get a little bit more of the map control. I know where the meeting point is. It would be basically now, but people took C. I ignored the guy on the right to concentrate on the left one first, and he apparently ignores me too. So now I just want to basically clean up. I heard the door, so I'm just seeing that this area is pretty much clean. Here I would just wait for the next UAV sweep. I see that he moves away. I see the guy on top. I don't want to challenge him, and he apparently completely ignores me. So why not? The reason why I did not want to challenge him is just it seemed like an unnecessary kill when I could take someone else first. Out here, that silence silently open the door and get this guy I saw him pass. But yeah, here I heard the left, or like saw the left guy way too late. I did not know that he was there. If I did know, I would have approached this a little bit differently. Kind of like bad luck. Here, they just stim, kind of check. I saw two guys in here. Just assist a little bit, and there we go.
We're holding 2. We have the advantage. Friendly care package inbound.
So you see, there's like this gap. So I would assume that they would go to push B, which they did, but it died pretty stupidly. But basically, kind of doing the same thing again. I hear people at C. Can just C4 the hell out of people. Just a gun that I'm still comfortable taking. And now I'm going for B again, probably. Yep, and I am. Good me. So I don't know where exactly they are, so I just push like this. Make sure that they will not come from behind me, because that's one annoying thing. I'm not ready to like really challenge this guy, so I circle around this. I hear footsteps. And this guy, I just wide peek, because that's not what people usually expect. And here you just have to be mobile. So I see that there are more here. You just have to pick the right order in which you pick off the people. So you have to kind of prioritize who's important. This was pure reaction. Like prioritize who you want to kill first, or who you need to kill first. This teammate, this bugged me. This bugged me because he's there and just being stupid. He could have seen him. Not having the teammate was probably even a better thing here. Oh yeah, also for later on, you see that the teammate who just hopped into this top thing here, Mabo. Remember him. Remember him.
UAV is out of fuel. Returning. We're holding 2. We have the
Okay, so far just I'm not sure about the guy who was on the right where he went to, but apparently he's not there. Here I don't want to really take that fight too much. So like pushing out would have been a bad decision just because I'm low on health. So you're low on health, you don't push. But now I have the problem that my entire team is way in the back, and poof, they just walk wherever they want, and I still don't get what my team is doing there. Like they're losing all flags, and they're not even covering anything on the map. I don't understand. Like how did they see if they all camp at C? So I don't know where this guy is exactly, so I just do this. Basically just checking a little bit over B. Now the spawn kind of becomes a little unclear at some points. This is one moment that was kind of my mistake. So I knew that one guy was coming from coal, and I knew one guy was coming up from the left side, and there was this short moment of hesitation, which was basically the incorrect thing to do, of course. So, okay, I killed this guy, and I think pushing up to this was probably maybe even a mistake. But even with this position, once you see this guy push out, like you see me aim to the left for a slight moment, and back to the right to him. I should not have done this. I should have committed on focus on this guy before even considering him, and just play around the minecart by like crouching and stim shotting. So okay, now yeah, Supreme teammate, he's still there. He's still there. What's he doing? So here I just want to kind of check that most of the map is somewhat traversable. I have no idea what this guy is doing. I saw this guy, so I just pre-fire any position where he could be. I assumed that one would be following me, and there was. Did not expect this guy. And I can hear multiple footsteps, and there I see the guys. I was not sure where exactly they would come out, but like you can see on the radar, there's those two red dots. One is on the entrance, and poof, that guy is in the other room. So I can kind of move out and start pushing the spawn a little bit. This just hits me around the corner, which kills me. It's just so stupid. Without the proximity mine, I would have easily got him. That's just stupid. But kind of going back to the same thing, I'm comfortable challenging those kind of fights on this range. And I see that mid is completely open, so that's usually not so great. Just because both C and A kind of depend on mid. So I want to kind of check and make sure that there's nobody hiding anywhere here, so it's safe for my teammates to take. And I move on. I hear footsteps to the right and the left. Get the right guy first, then the left. And I did not know about this guy. If I had known about him, I would have done this differently. So after I kill this guy and then this, I would have just gone straight ahead instead of going back. If I knew that there was a guy, I would not even challenge him. I would just go away, because this was a surprise, bad surprise. Okay, so a moment. But I see that they will probably push from exactly there. Like, so now I push to this just to control the spawn. Pick to see how many people there are. Move on to the next one, so I can't be just shot from the left anymore like this. And you can play a game of I'm here, now I'm not. And it throws people's aim off very easily, most of the times. And whenever I feel like it, I can just activate that silence and push the spawn. Because there's multiple footsteps, I throw C4 first. I just wanted to get my advanced UV. I hear that the guy is pushing around me, but this guy pushed me a little bit too fast. If he had hesitated, they would have had a big problem, but guess can't have all things. Right here's them, and I know there's enough health to just push across once. And I was comfortable enough just taking the shot, especially given the gun that he's using. If he gives me a hit marker, he's kinda dead, but unless he plays complete peekaboo, which he luckily didn't. But now I can just push the spawn, be mobile in most cases, where there's actually going to be any kind of gunfight, just to make it harder for them to hit you, but only to the extent that you can still hit people yourself. Otherwise, there's no point in it. Here I stimmed accidentally, so don't pay attention. And I can push a little bit further just to make sure that the spawn is kind of clear. Right here, I know there's like in front, there's the left, but he's not coming out, he's like circling all the way on the outside. I just end up running behind him. And then I hear footsteps to the left. And yeah, just ignore the right guy. And just check if there's anything at C again. If there's nothing, I can move on, leave it to the teammates who are there. I can hear footsteps, that's why I turn around. There he is. Okay, it's like that, just be careful and always check your corners. I can hear footsteps. There he is. And here, gun's probably better. Just advanced UAV. And I can push the spawn again with that silence. Same procedure, it's 4 because it's multiple. And if they start to push me with like grenades, I just move like that. And I wanted to push him too, and boop, sniper. And no skill stick. But what can you do? But that's like, doesn't look like much, at least from my perspective. But this was 68 kills with 6 captures. I mean, 6 captures is kind of a lot, but this team was not doing that much on its own, honestly. And 9 deaths with it. You can see this Corbane dude was mad at me. That's the nicest thing when you're good. They start doing this shit. Nice. Maybe I could show you kind of the same concept but on a different map again. Just like the last game. So Cheshire Park. Okay, let's go. Playing same class again. And this time, maybe you can see it, yeah, for a moment. Yeah, like I joined in progress, but it's still the start. But it poses the problem that you don't know where people are, you don't know what the flow has been so far. So this was before to just check. I can see this guy. Reload and then push. Don't just walk out. And this was pure reaction. Pure reaction. And this is one thing that sometimes bugs me. Sometimes, like I go behind this, but he doesn't react to me going back. It's one of those cases where you being better amounts to nothing if you play against bad players, just because they don't even think that far. But I think if it was any more competent player to some extent, they would have probably already aimed to the left and anticipate me, but no, not this guy. Not that guy. But no problem. We just do the same game, and at least it helps getting a little bit more into the motion of the game. So just a bit of C4 nuking here, and I don't want to push through the middle just because it's a lot of head glitches and difficult to really push anywhere there. So I just take the outside. You can basically help your teammates just by flanking this map the entire time. But that's if they let themselves be helped. So you see, you can basically go behind all the campers, all the people who are just holding like the mid and B and section, and just kill them from behind. This guy just getting asphalt. This gun is not fair, please don't use it. If you do, I'll just block you. I hate this. Okay, but now I know someone is probably gonna be close to that. If not, I just bunny up across. I don't even want to push it, especially with the asphalts. So I just come from behind and clean up like this. I see this one in the house still. I wanted to kind of jump shot him like this, but he wouldn't let me. But now that just is clear, it allows this lane to be used a lot easier. You just have to be careful with where they're coming out from this one. Like here, I can hear footsteps, and he's more dangerous than like anyone on the right side. So that's why I focus on him immediately once I knew he was there. Those are again fights where I'm kind of comfortable taking them. I don't like the asphalt, so he goes too. And here I can hear footsteps, I can hear the second guy as well. I don't want him, I don't like him. Yeah, as I said in the stream already, can I not play anything else other than Asphalt? I don't think they can, honestly. So I'm not gonna push someone with an Asphalt, because Asphalt, like those Asphalts, they can screw themselves. Once I heard the grenade, I was just waiting to see kind of where it goes. Once I saw it was flying towards the house, I was just turning around. This was supposed to go over, so that was kind of stupid. Now I need just one more. Advanced UAV. This allows me to be a lot more aggressive, because now I don't have to check unnecessary corners. I can just push through and just take him, like this. Yeah, like here. Well, like I see those people who try to flank, I can just kill them easy peasy. That's advanced UAV is probably the best trick by far. That's for just to kill those guys. I mean, since you can already see them, I know exactly that they're on the flag. It's basically free kills, just like this guy, focusing on the completely wrong side. I can hear the footsteps, and now they're at A, so I'm just going to pre-fire, but I can't really see them, and I don't have the C4 yet. And with the C4, recharge, poof. Stun rates are also super unfair, but just hide a little bit here. I guess people would maybe even walk past me if they saw me like this. I can hear footsteps. I'm watching the next area where I would think enemies are. Turns out there was someone. And now I just got asphalt again. I hate asphalt.
We have 2 objectives. Take this. We lost Bravo. Friendly care package inbound.
Planting charge.
Again, I'm just C4 in the middle. I'm not interested in actually killing anyone necessarily, but at least making it harder for them. Again, I check all the head glitches. That's where people frequently just are. I come up from behind, basically. Get a new gun to pick up in case I'm going on streak. And here, another guy who pays no attention to me. It's just a free kill. And now I can push from here again. I'm just gonna basically play kind of around this thing. It's a situation where I push, I see there was another guy, I saw him quite early, so I'm moving away pretty much immediately, without even thinking. Like, I never had any attempt of actually killing him. I wanted to get one guy and just get the fuck out. And that's maybe another little lesson. You don't have to kill everyone that you see or everyone that you know where he is. Oftentimes it's not even helpful. Like here, if they have like sniper asphalt, I don't even want to challenge them. If they had other guns, probably I would. But with asphalts, ugh. I can hear him reload, so poof, there he goes. Now I just need one more. Mentally drifting away. There we go. Advanced UAV, so I can now be a little bit more aggressive yet again. I think with this one I end up running more between the spawns. Asphalt priority. Now I can just take A basically. I have a head glitch. I did have a C4. Throwing it was not necessary, but I mean I can hold everything there nicely and just capture. Yeah, I just want to push forward, even though they spawn behind there. I just kind of have to more or less guess where the spawn is going to be, like properly. And here, this is another gun that I'm comfortable taking, but I don't want to stick around the mid too much. And yeah, I don't know who put the claymore there, but bravo. 200 IQ, I swear. So just heal up, because if you're already one shot, you go into gunfights, you're just gonna lose. Here I'm just going to check whatever the spawn is kind of doing. And sniper. So I wanted to just blow up B by like 2 C4s and then push it, but I guess you get one shot before. I'm not interested in taking this guy. The asphalt is a little bit more scary. And teammates killed that guy. So I'm not interested that much in him. Just C4 to check. And there he comes with asphalt. Because there's no other gun in the game. Oh yeah. So kind of similar thing again, where I'm going to push a little bit on the outside to check if someone's there. Seems yes, but no real time to bother with him. I just want to take B, and I just beeline for some piece of covers. Try to see that if I'm going to shoot at people, that I have covers towards the other sides, and just dim up constantly. And with that silence, I can just run a little bit behind him again. Now, I did hear him right there. I did see this guy, obviously. So what my plan was, is getting behind this, so that I have a good line of sight on this guy, so I can basically kill him before he even shoots back. I'm still full health, and I can focus on those guys. But I did not know about this guy. Kind of my mistake, but yeah. Don't think there's like much you can do in this kind of situation. And I could already guess that if they take B, at least one person is gonna come out there, and turns out I was correct. So here, there's another guy. I have 60 kills, 2 captures, and 10 deaths, I think. Wait, last kill cam. I don't know what this teammate is doing, but okay. Who's gonna roll in? Ah, no, 10 deaths. 6 deaths. Ah, okay, 60 and 6. Okay, that's good. And probably 5 deaths asphalt, 1 sniper. Nah, that's well stupid. Anyway, those were like just 2 normal games, nothing too special about them. But I hope it kind of helps, just seeing how I traverse the map. So just to sum it up a little bit, I try to fill gaps and get in behind people. And so if you look at the map, you see where your teammates are positioned. You can kind of tell where enemies are not, or not supposed to be, in terms of public teammates, because they suck. And you see like those open areas, you can kind of tell where the spawn is going to be based on it. So being able to read it will help you a lot in finding those areas where you get a lot of kills and a lot of enemies. It's again not important that you kill every single person that you see. You can allow yourself to focus on different things. It could be an objective and just going for that, or it could just be that you're going for different opponents, that you're going for a better position. It could be many things, but you can kind of have like a mental priority list basically, and as the opponents appear, each one gets a different kind of priority, and those could be based on different kind of attributes. It could be because one is already seeing you and the other is not, and this can still work both ways. Sometimes one is better than the other still to kill. Like with the Cheshire Park, the one guy who was not seeing me and just going to be, I would have killed the guy first who did not know or see me. Just like as an example where it could be this way around. Or if you know that one guy is better at the game than the other, you might focus on the better one first. Because the worse the players are, the easier they are usually to outplay with decent movement. Or just a game of peekaboo. Furthermore, what can you really say? You just have to kind of find a good flow to yourself, to your match, and see that you can kind of keep it, and you keep some kind of control, that you kind of know what you're doing. And in the beginning you probably won't just push spawns like this, like on Gunrunner for example. This is not something that new players generally do, or at least have success with. So it is okay to play less aggressive in certain scenarios, or more aggressive even in certain scenarios. But generally, I would advise you to see that you avoid useless deaths as much as possible, and prioritize this over having more kills. Because at some point, having less deaths also equals more kills. Because if you just cut out the time that it takes you to run back from the spawn and find kind of like your flow again, and the additional kill streaks that you earn by not dying and getting those kills, those add up. And at least in my case, I'm pretty sure that if I just avoid more deaths, I more or less end up having more kills than if I just push everything like a headless chicken. At least to some extent. I mean, I can play more aggressive and get even more kills, maybe, but that's more of a maybe. It depends on the opponents. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And I hope this kind of helped you, even though it was just 2 matches. But if you like, I could maybe do this on more of my gameplays. I mean, I got several games today with kills in like this kind of like 60, 70 kind of region. I got nuke today. Like I have it all. Just need to ask what exactly you maybe want to see or what you want to have explained. But so far, so good, I hope. So, see ya.